Shabbat Shalom, family. This is your sister Chaya with a Melchizedek News emergency weather update for this Saturday evening, May 4th. I pray that you all are well. I want to get you all caught up with what's going on down in Texas, especially in the Houston metro area with the flooding. It's looking pretty bad, y'all. Let me show you some footage from the last 24 hours for those that are not aware.
We're going to start with weather with some severe storms and flooding that's getting even worse in Texas. Many roads in the region are swamped, making driving impossible. The water in some areas are so deep you can barely see the tops of garages. Meanwhile, a tornado injured at least 2 people yesterday in West Texas. Omar Villafranca is covering it all in Conroe, just north of Houston. Omar.
We have a visual I want to bring you from Fox 26 in Houston, Conroe, Texas. You take I-45 north of Houston. These are neighborhoods. Those are the roof of homes where water is swiftly moving, right? This isn't stagnant water. That means the water is still rising, and it's going through those homes right now. A terrifying situation, and why they've actually issued mandatory evacuations, right? The latest office.
Parts of Conroe, Texas are swamped.
This is my second flood in 3 months, and I have 6 feet of water in my house.
About 4 inches of rain fell in the past 24 hours, sending more water into the already swollen San Jacinto River and flooding parts of the city. Across southeast Texas, roads were inundated, leaving some vehicles submerged.
You're driving into the creek! No, stop!
In College Station, this driver was unable to see where the road ended and the creek began. She then abandoned her sinking car.
She is okay. That is the important part. Her car, maybe not so much.
North of Houston.
There was a press conference from the mayor in the Houston metro area, and I want to share that with you all.
All hands are on deck. We are prepared, but you've got to play your role. And the greater Houston community needs to open up their homes, businesses, their faith communities to those looking for shelter and assistance, and certainly prayer works in this instance.
Houston Mayor John Whitmire calling his community into action as severe flooding continues across the Houston metro. This video from the Kingwood area and parts of northeast Harris County. Hundreds of homes now surrounded with water. If you know that area, this video is when the chopper flew over the Magnolia Point neighborhood in Huffman. You see those homes surrounded, and that water that's getting.
Also, family, there was a 4.1 magnitude earthquake in Southern California.
Did you feel it? A 4.1 magnitude earthquake struck near the borders of Riverside and Orange County this afternoon.
People from across Southern California felt the quake, with shaking reported as far away as Encinitas and Santa Clarita. KTLA's Shelby Nelson joins us live from Corona with more. Shelby.
Yep, that was kind of minor, but for Californians, 4.1, but nevertheless, it did occur. Let me get you some information about what's upcoming, because the weather forecast for this upcoming week is not looking good whatsoever, especially on that path of totality once again. Also for parts of the Northwest, they're saying that this is looking extremely bad. But I'll let you hear it from our brother Max Velocity. His channel is just really good for all these severe weather alerts.
One of the largest severe weather outbreaks of the entire year is going to be coming to the United States over the next few days, and we are going to be seeing significant severe weather beginning Monday, running all the way through Wednesday, from the Great Plains back into the Midwest, and as well as the Ohio Valley, and eventually into the Mississippi Valley, where we will have significant damaging winds, large to very large hail, and as well as several tornadoes, which strong tornadoes will also be a possibility. So in today's weather forecast, I'm going to give you an idea of where we're going to be seeing this severe weather outbreak, who is going to be seeing severe storms, and why you need to be prepared ahead of time for these severe storms. So we're going to begin with what's happening right now in the United States today, and that will lead to basically what we're going to be talking about with the significant severe weather event. It'll begin on Monday, and even some significant severe weather today, by the way, in parts of Texas, which we'll also talk about. But this is what we have right now on the map across the United States. We don't really have much happening, at least as of right now. We are going to have a surge of moisture, though, that's going to really bring a more significant, robust threat of severe weather later today to parts of West Texas. We have a lot of cloud cover on the East Coast, but overall, not really a whole lot of rain out of that. And also back in the Midwest, there's a lot of cloud cover. But the one thing that we need to watch for here over the next few days is this over on the West Coast, because this is going to be our large storm that is going to bring the threat for some robust supercells as we go into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, with significant severe weather being possible and the potential for severe weather outbreaks being possible as that trough eventually moves to the east over the Rocky Mountains. It'll set up shop across the Great Plains as we go into Monday. So this is going to be our storm to watch for, and that's what's going to bring that threat for very significant severe weather, with all modes of severe weather being possible. And we'll be talking about that more in detail here in just a moment. But I do want to begin with what the threat is today across the United States, because we do have...
Yeah, so it's looking like there's significant catastrophic weather coming for the beginning of next week, along with more supercells. These tornadoes have been EF3, EF4, even EF5. So the magnitude is really strong. Also, many don't know, but over in South America, they're having flooding. So America is not the only part of the world that's having significant catastrophic flooding, because there's flooding as well in China. But I just saw this in South America, in Brazil.
Dozens have died in the heavy rains that have wreaked havoc on Brazil's southernmost state of Rio Grande do Sul, with scores more unaccounted for. That's according to local authorities speaking on Saturday. Storms have affected hundreds of cities in the state, which borders Uruguay and Argentina. More than 32,000 people have been displaced, according to the state's Civil Defense Authority. The storms
32,000 people displaced in a number of cities over there in South America and Brazil. So we're seeing just so much going on with the weather. It makes you one has to ask themselves, is the weather being weaponized against us or what? There's a lot going on. I will keep you posted as these things develop. Now, for those that may want to know, the Kentucky Derby was today, and guess what? Mystic Dan won.
Drama at the Derby. We've got a photo finish at the 150th running of the Run for the Roses. Mystic Dan, Sierra Leone, too close to call. Another look, and it is Mystic Dan by a nose. Oh,
well. They love to keep us distracted with things that are unimportant, especially when so many people are being affected right now with they're losing their homes, their livelihoods, even being injured. There have been some fatalities with these storms, and all they can focus on is Mystic Dan won the Kentucky Derby. I tell you, it's always a distraction, always a distraction. Well, family, that's a quick update from the Melchizedek News, and I'll see you all, I'm sure, tomorrow. Shalom.